In this video, I was interviewed by David, who's been van lifing on and off for the last 40 years. He asked me about the multiple ways I make money from the road.
My name is Ryan, and I'm living my daydream from before high school. I was able to quit my job 6 months ago and go full-time passive income from YouTube. I've been able to go where I want, when I want, because of my self-built RV. I also have more money now than when I quit my job, and I haven't worked a single day in the last 6 months. I'll be in the Florida Keys in 2 weeks, diving the reefs and living there as long as I want.
Hello, my name is David. I'm a van lifer. Been a van lifer since 1979, about 40 years now. And I recently met up with a fella that's also a van lifer. His name is Ryan. So what we're going to do, I'm going to interview him and we're going to see what happens. So Ryan, you've been a van lifer for what, about a year now?
Yeah, right about a year, maybe a year and a half. A year and a half actually. I haven't been living in it for a year and a half, but it took me about 6 months to build the core part of it, 6 months to build the rest of it, and then 6 months to actually build an income.
So you started your van life experience a little bit different than mine. You actually planned it out.
Yes, very much so. Huge planner.
Okay, so that means I got to ask, because I really don't understand. I've been a van lifer for a long time, but I don't understand the concept of why so many people are doing it nowadays. I did it based on a spur-of-the-moment decision, and then it just became a lifestyle. How did you become interested in van life to begin with?
Okay, so I watched a video online of a girl living in her car. It wasn't even a van, it was a car at first. So she was about to get kicked out of her house. You know, everyone who does this, usually there's some sort of life change that they need to be, you know, put out or something. For me, like, it was my parents. They wanted, you know, I just got out of the Navy and I had to move back with my parents, and I wanted to move back out of my parents quickly. So yeah, basically, that's a big factor in it, but that's not the reason why I'm doing this.
But that's how you got interested in it, was watching a video.
Watching a video, yeah.
You watched a video. Now the girl that made that video, is she still a van lifer, you know?
Yeah, she's now a van lifer. She has a full van. If she's fake or not, no one knows, but you know, there's those fake videos going around, but yeah, I think she lives in her van full time.
That's cool. Okay, so now you started to allude to the reason. You've got some specific reasons, more than you mentioned so far, as why you live out of the van. What's one of your reasons?
Yeah, the biggest one is to actually build a business from the road, so I do not have to work a job.
Now, what kind of business can you build from the road?
So it was never originally my intention to build a YouTube business, but that is my full-time income right now. For the last year and a half, I have been uploading videos, not very many, mind you. It's just I only have like 22 videos or something, but from that I do have a full-time income. But originally, a year and a half ago, actually, I was trying to build an income with Amazon FBA, selling books that you buy in thrift shops, and so I would go to thrift shops, and I would also go to library sales. Library sales where it's at in that. I don't want to get into it, but that's basically what I was trying to do, and I definitely could be successful in that if I wasn't so lazy because of my YouTube passive income.
So you started out selling books, and then you discovered by chance that you make more money by having a YouTube channel and just putting out videos that people find interesting.
It's not necessarily more money. It's not. To me, it's not about the money. It's about the lifestyle it gives me. I'm fine getting less as long as it's something I love doing. YouTube is something that's really fun doing it, but it's about the passive income that it allows me to have.
Well, I'm interested in how you create the passive income, but before you tell me about how you create the passive income, tell me about the lifestyle that you're living and enjoying.
So another big factor while I'm doing this is the lifestyle. Like you're saying, I wanted to be able to be completely free. I define freedom as being able to go where I want, when I want, and that is my lifestyle at the moment. The vision I had when I first thought about van life, when I was watching that video of the girl living in her car, have exactly my vision right now. There's no difference from what I wanted. I can go anywhere I want at any point, not being held back by money, and definitely something I did not ever have in my life before is time freedom as well. So now I have money freedom and time freedom to do what I want. So just for this last month, I decided to live in Tampa or St. Petersburg for a month, and I could because I'm free.
You're free, and the freedom is coming in large part because the passive income you're earning through YouTube.
Correct.
When I've got a YouTube channel, I'm not making any money. I got friends that have YouTube channels, they ain't making no money. Then I got you're my friend, you're making a bunch of money.
Yes.
What are we not doing that you're doing? Or what are you doing that we're not doing? How can we turn ours into making money? And how can our audience make some money?
Honestly, I haven't really said too much about this yet, but I believe it's because of all the work that I put into this. People, and it's a tour video that's making me the most money. That's about, just in December, it was about $2,000 that I got from that one video alone. My second video is only making me about $500 a month. So what I believe it is that I put all this effort in. There's no such thing as easy passive money. You got to put a lot of work in. I believe it's because of all the work. Like I have also people think it's cool. I have a music studio in here. I have a wood stove. Just all the ideas that I put into it too. That I literally thought of everything that I would ever want in a normal house, and that I made it able to work in a small, tiny little area like a van. And the idea of that to people online is just, it's just amazing to them.
It's amazing to me, and I feel fortunate that I'm sitting here in the van. I'm looking at it, it's like all the vans I've lived out of, and all the builds I've done, none of them look nice like this. This is fantastic.
Thank you.
So you're making money from YouTube in part because the work you've done on your van, the quality of the video you produced. But who's paying you? I mean, how is it? It's an interesting video. It's a great video.
How does YouTube pay me?
Yeah, I mean, is it YouTube that's paying you, or is it advertisers pay you?
It's Google AdSense.
AdSense.
When you don't sign up with it when you first make your YouTube. You have to wait till you get at least 1,000 subscribers, and that you have 4,000 watch hours annually. So once you do that, YouTube will give you the option to monetize, and even that process takes about a month to get okayed. At that point, they'll ask you to sign up with Google AdSense. That's not just for YouTube. That's for all websites that are going under Google. So it's basically if you're an advertiser, or if you have any type of advertisement online, you're getting paid through Google AdSense.
Okay.
And the way you make money on YouTube is people click on your ads that you have on your video, and then if they watch 30 seconds of it, or if they click on something, interact in any way, then you get paid.
All right. Now myself, whenever I watch people's YouTube's videos and those ads pop up, I usually click skip ad as soon as I can.
Yeah.
Now when I'm watching it and I click skip ad, and if I'm on your video, are you getting anything, or are you not getting something? You're not getting paid because I clicked skip ad.
Correct.
Right,
I don't get paid from that.
So I have to wait. Yeah. If occasionally an ad comes up I'm interested in, and I'll watch it all the way through. So when I watch it all the way through, then you're getting paid.
Correct.
Okay,
now it's interesting too. Like I think it's either 40 or 60. I forget which one. 40 or 60% of millennials admit to watching almost every ad all the way through.
Now, are they watching because they're interested, or because they're too lazy to get up there and click?
Both, probably.
Because I've got an uncle that's about the same age as me, and I was at his place a few years ago, and he had the YouTube video playing on his television, and every ad that popped up, it just played all the way through, because he didn't want to make the effort to do that little click thing.
You're making the money. Yeah.
So he's making the money.
Yeah.
So he's helping somebody make the money.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm hearing, one reason I'm not making money, because I'm not qualified. I'm not even qualified to make money yet, because I don't have enough subscribers. Where I've not been let's see, I haven't put any attention on getting subscribers. So I got very few subscribers. But if I want to get to the point of making money with this, which I do, then I need to focus on getting subscribers. So tell me something. How did you go about getting, you have what, 35,000 or close to 35,000 subscribers at this point?
I get what you're saying.
How did you get so many subscribers? What can I do if I want to be like you and start collecting subscribers?
It's actually the opposite of what you just said. You don't want to focus on getting subscribers. You don't want to focus on building anything. What you want to focus on is giving the audience that you already have enough value, content, like all these millionaires speak about in their books and all this. You know, it's true. You want to give them all the information. You have insider knowledge because you've been living this life. It might sound boring to you, but that's what other people want to hear. They want to hear the boring, mundane things that are of your everyday life. So with all this knowledge you have, just put it all out there in like kind of like a list even type of way in a video, and people are going to want to hear it because they want to have this life that you have. So just give it to them. You already have everything you need. You just need to put it out there in an entertaining way.
In an entertaining way.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's the thing I'm thinking. I'm doing this for fun.
Yeah.
You know, and so I'm entertaining myself, and I want to entertain others. And I think it's like Tony Robbins. You probably know Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
Right. Now, one of the things I listened to Tony Robbins a while back, he was talking about entertain, then educate, then sell. But the entertaining, people want to be entertained, and it's like I'm looking at my own thoughts. I go to a lot of seminars because I like seminars. But why do I like seminars? They're entertaining to me. I enjoy watching the salesman. He won't admit that he's a salesman. He's up there giving a presentation thing. But I enjoy watching the sales pitch, and I enjoy watching the audience to see how they respond to it. Yeah. So for me, the whole thing is entertaining. But for the guy that's doing the seminar, he's trying to sell something.
Yes.
You know, and it's of course, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sales is good. That's we all have jobs. I mean, I'm a drywall finisher. If somebody wasn't selling drywall, then I wouldn't be having a job. If somebody wasn't selling, new paint, painting walls and such, then it would reduce my ability to work because there's always repairs on walls that's going to be painted. So, okay. So that's a key thing. Then putting out something, I need to learn to put out stuff that people are going to value as content and do it in an entertaining way. Well,
and like you said on like going to the seminar, you're kind of there already and you're forced to listen to everything else they say because you're there. You can leave at any time, but it's not the same as on YouTube. They can click off at any time with just a click of their mouse. So you have to keep their attention the entire time. Longer videos work better. But
they do. I thought shorter videos were
longer. Try to do at least 15-minute videos.
Oh, see, I was thinking because of something I came across a while back, 5 minutes was, or no more than 10.
It used to be that way.
Algorithms
have changed. Yeah, longer videos work better now.
Okay, so it should be 15 minutes up to a maximum of, what would you say is a maximum?
No really maximum. I would say it's the longer the better that you can do, but people are going to click off a lot more. At the end of a video, you typically want to have 40% viewership still listening to the very end.
Okay. Now, do you predetermine who your audience is, or do you just
all the time? Yes,
you always
completely. You want to think about, like, before you make any video, before you shoot anything, you always want to do your research first, and then you want to, if you want, script it out, but you don't have to script it, but always do your research, keyword research first, and you should have your entire video, if not planned out, you at least want to know what you're talking about, your idea and your keyword, your main keyword that you're going to be using. That's getting more in depth.
Yeah, that is, and I appreciate that in depth. It's making me think, because historically the videos that I've made, I have a thought, I pull out my phone, I start recording, I start talking, and I get some views, and but I don't get any I mean, you've got like 2 million views on that one video. I don't have anywhere near that.
I had that planned way in advance.
You had that planned way. Yeah. So that's actually another thing that pops in my mind when we're talking about how to create the end result that you want. You actually create the end result in your mind before you create it in the real world.
You're reverse engineering the process.
So you get it in so it's like, did you ever read the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill?
Half of it.
Yeah. Did he talk about that kind of stuff in there from what you remember? where you don't remember that?
It's been a while.
Okay, well, I've listened to some videos of Napoleon Hill, and my memory doesn't work very well, but I do have some vague memories where it's like you make it happen first in your mind, and then after you have it in your mind, you get a clear vision of your definite, what's it called, definite major purpose, or your chief aim. But it's like, and some people call it an ideal scene. You create in your mind a good vision of where it is you want to arrive, and then
I guess it's like that.
From there, you start, and that's what you've done.
Yeah.
You had a vision of what you wanted your van to look like, and then you made your van look like that.
Completely. Yeah. That's who I am. Yeah.
And before that, you had a vision of what you wanted your life to look at, or look like, and then that you made your life look like that. I wonder, what are your thoughts? How many people go through life without actually creating a vision of how they want their life to go?
Most people do.
Most people don't even have a vision of how they want their life.
They don't understand that you get what you think about, and you become who you hang out with.
Yeah.
And all those things. It's the mind, powers in the mind, definitely.
Yeah.
So that, what do you call that?
Well, some people call it law of attraction.
Yeah.
And then of course, along with the law of attraction, law of action. It's like you didn't get all this just simply by having the thoughts and the visions.
Yeah.
You had the thoughts and the visions, and then you took action.
Yeah.
So it's a combination of the attraction,
They say,
but then you've also got the action.
Knowledge isn't power. The application of knowledge is power.
Yeah. I can see that. And looking back over my life, it's kind of came out that way too. When I think about it, it was 1979, a long time ago, when I first moved out of my house into a van, and I didn't think anything of it. I thought, to me, it was actually normal to sleep in a car. It was normal to sleep in a van, because when I think about it, it was part of my upbringing. Whenever we went on vacation, we would sleep in the vehicle as we're traveling. So, and then when I did it, I felt like having an adventure. It was kind of like I was going on vacation, but then it turned into like just a complete thing. Originally, I didn't really think about it, but now I'm at a point where I'm looking back, and it's like I did have those visions. I did, and it's like you said, the people, the attraction, the environment I grew up in, the people I was around. What I now do is actually kind of normal for the family, some family members, and you go someplace, work a while, go someplace, work a while. So, but getting back on track, your van here, this is phenomenal.
Thank you.
And the life that you've created for yourself, impressive. And to the audience, I hope you enjoyed sitting there listening and learning. The man has got some knowledge.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
See you guys.